Unfortunately, obtaining our goals is never as simple as we want it to be. It always starts with the initial motivation, then a couple days go by and we're right back where we started. Many of us know that the path to the things we want isn't going to be easy. So why then do so many people quit? It's not because of a lack of motivation or not wanting it bad enough. Most people have enough of that, but those aren't the things that make the difference. Let's take love for example. Many of us want a good relationship, but how many are willing to go through the difficulties that come with relationships to get to that point? Willing to continue through tough conversations and go through the ups and downs that come from being in one. Many of us quit too early and get too attached to our fantasies, which is why we quit. The process we expected didn't match the reality we were living through. The same applies for fitness. Everybody wants to be fit and look great, but not everyone is willing to go through boring meals and the pain that comes from working out. And in your career, to move up in the corporate ladder, you have to be willing to work many long hours and have less flexibility for personal commitments. These hidden costs could be applied to a number of different fields. We all say to ourselves, I want good relationships, good health, and a good career. But how much are you willing to struggle to get to that point? I want a lot of things. I want to be a great ping pong player, but am I willing to struggle through 10,000 backhands a day to reach that level? In all honesty, not really. And that's fine. We're all capable of doing things, but are we willing to go through the struggle needed to get there? We fall in love with the idea, the identity that it gives us, but not the struggle it requires. Life isn't defined by the good or bad moments that happen to us, but rather the struggle you're willing to continually endure in pursuit of the things that you want. Once I understood this, it became easier to understand my own desires and if there was something I really wanted or something I just like the idea of. It's easy to say, I wish my work looked like someone else's, but they were willing to put in the long hours of editing to discover their own look and style, to struggle through programs crashing or hours of accomplishing nothing in an edit. A lot of people want to be content creators, but once you start doing it, you gain a new level of respect because you understand some of the struggle it takes to be one. Having to do a take over and over again because you keep stuttering, moving lighting equipment around to get a specific shot and not knowing if that shot is going to be usable or not, and spending an entire day shooting only to realize that none of it is usable. Then comes the edit, where you don't even know if the things you filmed will work out, repeating tedious work over and over again, fixing something most people wouldn't even notice, and not knowing if this will work out or not, but having to continually push through the doubt and the expectations set on us. If it doesn't sound fun or glamorous, that's because it isn't. These are all frustrations and annoyances most, if not all, content creators have to go through. Some people realize that it's not for them, but some are willing to struggle through it because they accept this as part of the process. And this principle of hidden costs could be applied to almost every single field. So many of us like the idea of something, but once the friction starts, we drop off and quit. I'm not here to tell you you shouldn't quit, because sometimes there isn't any shame in that. You can't force a square peg into a round hole no matter how hard you try. You have to be able to ask yourself if you're willing to struggle, to really understand if it's something you want or a fantasy you enjoy dreaming about. But that's the beauty of struggle. It gives us character and reveals the things that we really want.